Welcome back to another video. So today we're hopping back on more Street Fighter 6 news. So this trailer came out during the yesterday's Street Fighter 6 trailer live stream, showing off a lot of the single player content and stuff like that. And the thing they announced was the base roster. So they announced that the base roster will consist of 18 characters. And from the I don't know if y'all know this. You shouldn't. Like most of y'all, we do know about it. But the base roster, well, what we believe to be the base roster, got leaked a few months ago, and the characters that we saw were Ryu, Ken, Zangief, Dawson, Honda, Blanca, Guile, Cammy, Chun-Li, DJ, Rashid, Yuri, Ed, Akuma, Luke, Marissa. Well, I think her name is Manon. Jamie, Mimi, Lily, JP, Kimberly, and Aki. But we learned that yesterday that the base roster is consisting of all these characters except Rashid, Ed, Akuma, and Aki. So every other character in here is part of the base roster, which makes 18. So we all thought the base roster was going to be, like 18 plus 4, 22 characters. But this is okay. This is okay for a base roster. 18 characters is not bad, especially because all these characters that we've seen from the trailers, everyone looks definitely like redone and revamped to bring something fresh. Like it's not just like Street Fighter 4 Ryu turning into Street Fighter 5 Ryu with minimal changes. Like every character in this game has a lot of changes that they already had and stuff like that they didn't have before, or new ways to do their moves. Like people have new specials, new target combos, new normal stuff like that. So like every character that they announced that we already like know, like all the characters from like the starting like the World Warriors, they're all different. So I feel like we can let this slide. Well, me personally, I can let it slide. That like we're seeing like the main roster is a lot of like older characters and not like newer characters, but there's a lot they can still do. Like for example, Rashid, Ed, Akuma, and Aki being DLC. That tells me right there that's gonna be the first season pass, because Street Fighter 5 had a business season of like having 5 characters per season, and so I think it was 5 or 4. It depended on the season, I believe. I'm not gonna look it up right now, but like I think that we're gonna get one more character out of this list that's gonna make it 5 characters for the first season pass. And I know a lot of us are hoping. I'm hoping it's Alex, because Alex would make like a lot of sense as like one of the first DLC characters to come out, because he is like he's the one that beat Gil in Street Fighter 3. So like it's just surprising that Alex wasn't like in the base roster. But I feel like Alex and Sean could definitely make up like the end of that first season just to really get people hyped. Like so far, Rashid is cool. I want to see what they do with Ed. I want to see how they change him, especially with the whole new Street Fighter 6 format, how the game plays. Akuma would be cool. Akuma's gonna be nice to see, and I am interested in Aki, but there's not like a character from the season that's like blowing me away. But then again, this got leaked, so like maybe if it didn't get leaked, I would have been more hyped about seeing like Rashid and stuff like that. But I feel like they're gonna put another character in that base roster that's gonna really like blow our minds, like a fan favorite like Sean or Alex, or maybe someone even more crazy that people want, like Dudley or something like that. One thing I want to talk about, I made a prediction like a month ago that I thought DJ was going to be the next character they announced. I was mad surprised that they just announced the whole base roster like this. But it makes sense, because I want to know if they were always going to do this, or did they do this because of the leaks. Like, is it because Capcom's even announced on the Twitter account when the leaks happened that, oh, we're sorry about the leaks and stuff like that happened. So they know, and we all know about like the leaks and like how the whole roster got leaked. So I want to know if like because of the roster getting leaked, that's why they announced all these characters, the whole base roster now in September, instead of like dragging it out and like announcing a character like once a month or something like that. But I don't mind this change. I don't mind them just announcing the whole base roster now, because like we already know, like we basically already know. The only question was which characters were DLC, because a lot of people were saying like which characters are going to be DLC, and everyone else was right that like Akuma was going to be DLC, because people were like, is Akuma going to be the base roster? And then they were right that he was DLC. But that's basically my thoughts on the roster right now. I like it a lot. I want to know what y'all think about it. I'm still cool with the roster. I've been cool with it for months. I was surprised that these characters are going to be DLC instead of making the base roster. But I think 18 is fine for the base roster, especially because these characters are a lot more in-depth and more like deep than like Street Fighter 5 characters. Because Street Fighter 5 released with 16 characters on launch, but it didn't really feel like it. Like it didn't really feel like it was like coming with 16 characters, because it felt like a lot of characters were really simple, like really dumbed down and stuff like that. That doesn't mean that they're easy to play. It just like so far in Street Fighter 6, it looks like every character in this game is so deep and has so much tech, and especially the way that they can all use the drive gauge is so different compared to everyone just getting losing health, getting to V trigger, and then just doing the bada bing bada boot install. So like that's how I feel. That's how I feel right now. But leave a like, subscribe to see more content like this, and hit that bell to post it consistently. Any Street Fighter 6 stuff I feel like talking about, I will definitely make a video on. I'm trying to figure out if I still want to make a video on the modes and talk about the different modes. I might, but I feel I'm more interested in like a lot of the characters and dynamic and stuff like that. But I'm gonna see you guys next time. Peace.